Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It is Wednesday, Wild Wednesday, right? July 8th, 2026. So we're going to go through SPX on the daily. Real quick on the daily, we're not going to go through all of the indicators except for the moving averages and on the 65. So it should be pretty short here in the VIX as well. All right. And we have some timing and we're in this timing area. And if you want to get these extra videos where I go through the cycles, timing cycles, and much further in depth, we did a couple videos today using NDX and SOX and NVIDIA, SpaceX, all of those good names that are controlling some of the stock market. And we went through those. And so we caught the bounce earlier today. And we'll see if this bounce fails or continues. That's what we'll talk about today, okay? So with breadth, by the way, that's on YouTube. It's $10 a month. If you go to Patreon, you can grab a deal for $90. You can get the full year. All right. So we have a bearish outlook for the S&P. We're negative here, but we have some of the big tech stocks holding things up with the semiconductors, and also trend. More volume is in the advancing stocks than declining. And we'll leave it pretty much at that. We had a bearish start, and we're picking up the pace to the upside now. Let's see. We have NVIDIA starting to perk up here. We have the semiconductors, a little bit of help from Apple. We are short Apple, and I just did add a Apple position for next week. I still think that's going to turn around here real soon. So here's your keep it simple, your wedge, your bearish rising wedge. The big question is, do we test the top of the wedge or do we come down first? And I think there's a good chance that we come down and then possibly, I'm not sure that this will happen. I'm not in this camp, then go to a new high and then break down. So in the near term, I'm looking for a breakdown of this consolidation, and then we'll see what happens after that. So going to the public look here, this is the situation that we've been looking at. I'm still looking at this situation. Nothing's changed. Some structure was giving us problems here yesterday, but we worked that out today after this drop. And so I still think that we continue to see this downtrend. Even though we're going sideways, we're in this downtrend channel, and we may have an opportunity for this confluence to test down here at in between 7,200 and 7,100, 7,200, we'll call it. All right, and so your moving averages, we're starting to move those moving averages sideways to down. At this point, we're underneath the 8 EMA. I still do think we'll close a gap here, but you can't trust that 8 EMA. That's the momentum. If it wasn't going sideways, I would say certainly protect our position right here, right now. But you see prices kind of going sideways at this point, and I think that will break down really soon to get this coiling action. And so if you just take bull bear aside, with this coiling action, you should see a nice big move, whether it's down or up, coming up here soon in the next I think in a few days. All right, let's go to the VIX. The VIX is one of our timing tools. Right now, I talked about earlier, this being in some sort of descending triangle. You have this minor rising phase, which gave us a pop. Is that over? That's kind of the big question. And then after we get this move, now we have a declining dominant and minor phase. So do we break out first and then come back? Or do we maybe give a little pop here and break down? That's sort of the question. We're underneath the moving averages. We're holding that 8 EMA right now. After this bounce in the market, My guess is that we'll have a nice big move out of here, out of this wedge, and maybe even close this gap in one big swoop, and then we'll have a nice big pullback. So watch out with your options premium in the future when there's going to be a time when we go long again, and because I think we'll get a VIX crush after that. But we'll have to see what's happening. We're still have a downtrend right here that we got to get above. Tested that 200 moving average and rejecting off of it. So my guess is that there's going to be some sort of catalyst coming up soon. I know that we just got the 2 p.m. Not just got, but we have the 2 p.m. Catalyst coming up with the Fed minutes. And perhaps we don't actually get the move until tomorrow from that. So we shall see. But let me go down to the 65 on SPY and then VIX, and I'll give you a little map of what I'm looking for. Okay. Sorry, I had to look at my alert. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. We're still looking for this to break down. We have this this move here, and we have this Elliott wave count that gives us a triangle inside. I do believe that triangle is complete as of today, and we're retracing our last bit of that triangle, most likely to close the gap here, and then I'll look for an impulse wave after that for a C wave. And what we're doing is just measuring the length of A, and then wherever that breaks down, you have the 100% extension there. And so that kind of brings us into that zone right there. So we'll leave the 100 on there. And that's just a basic way to, if the C wave is equal to the A wave, then that's what we should see. I mean, that's what we've been talking about anyway. And that would be just a more complex correction at that point. And now two things after, if this even happens, there's two things that can happen after that. You can make a lower high for a larger A, B, and C, which that's where I'm at. That's what I think is going to happen. Or you could maybe get a double top, close this little tiny gap up here, go just a bit above and extend just above that, and then have your nice big move to the downside going into the midterms. Right, so that's kind of the game plan we're looking at there. Not kinda, it is the game plan. The slow stoke, we want to see that cycle to the upside. It can go deeper if that's if that's what it's going to do. It can go certainly deeper into that, very similar to this. Right now it's just kind of holding up, so it could cycle above. We have a downtrend so far, and so I think that will continue after the bounce. Bollinger Band getting really tight. That's where we got the buy today, right there, that Bollinger Band bottom, and we're getting the bounce out of it, perhaps to close the gap. Money flow, just neutral right now. And DMARC, we've been going sideways, so not a whole lot of setups here. Yeah, no setup right now. And let's just go ahead and look at the VIX. And I was talking pretty extensively in the members video what I thought the VIX, what was happening there. And so the first thought, in a bullish scenario earlier in the day, I said, hey, we're rejecting off of this downtrend, okay? And being in a declining cycle, if that daily cycle is in the declining phase now already, then we're gonna make a new low, probably close the gap, and then we'll see this close the gap up top afterwards. Going into tomorrow, I think this is going to be a little bit different. Okay, if we do not break to new highs on SPX. Maybe we just close the gap here. And it's a little bit more shallow. Close that gap. It doesn't even have to close the gap on the daily time frame. Really, the gap closes up here in the 16 area, but I like to do it on the hourly and the 2 hour as well, because just from my experience, that it so often closes the full gap from open and close of the candles. So this is where I'm leaning now, is a pullback. You could hold. You don't. It could be a partial hold, close of the gap. Doesn't have to be the full gap, and then to close that upper gap up here, and then we should find a later on in a couple weeks we'll talk about the VIX cycle low again. Okay, so let's get this out to you. Shorter video, but that's all that's necessary, you guys. And basically, if you look at this downtrend, this wedge, we had a wedge breakout, just the smaller wedge, right? And this is a back test of that wedge that we're getting right now. And then I think we'll have our follow through afterwards. All right, thanks for watching at OptionsTender. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.